Okay, let's take a look at some of the Daoyin footwork. First thing we're going to take a look at is Daoyin diagonal stepping. We'll start from our usual position, which is with the feet together, okay, and the hands pressed at the sides. To do Daoyin diagonal stepping, whenever we step in Daoyin, we always move to the left first. The left hand side of the body is the yang side and the chi side, or energy side of the body. And so to better stimulate and get in touch with the chi and move the energy, we move to the left first. So I'll demonstrate all these moving to the left, but of course we're going to be doing them to the right in the set as well. So diagonal stepping, to begin with, I sink down the right leg and I push up onto the tips of the left toes. Then I'm going to turn 45 degrees and I'm going to trace the floor with the toes, not quite touching the floor. Pull the toes back, place the heel down. Okay. This is what we call a toe-up stance. So the diagonal stepping is to move you into a toe-up stance. Okay. Let me do that one more. So we sink down the right, come up onto the left toes. Trace the floor with the toes as you turn 45. Pull the toes back, let the heel rest. Okay, it's toe-up stance. Daoyin diagonal stepping. The last one. Sink down, step out. Okay, it's going to feel a little bit odd at first, pointing the toes, keeping them as close to the ground as you can without touching, but you'll soon get used to it and it'll start to feel more natural, more elegant and graceful as you get more proficient at it. Now we also use the Daoyin diagonal stepping to go from a toe-up step and into a bow step. To go into a bow step from here, it's quite simple. We shift the weight forward, straightening the right leg at the back until these front knees come over the toes. Okay. Keep the spine upright and relaxed. Keep the waist and hips relaxed and loose, hanging down. And this is a bow step. From here we can shift back into toe-up step, back into the bow step. You'll see that a couple of times as we go through the set in Buffalo Plows the Land and Flower Displays Buddha. And from this bow step we can also move into what we call a twisted bow step. We're going to use this in Flower Displays Buddha as well. Whereas rather than my body facing in the same direction as the stance, my body's going to twist around to the side. So if I start off facing forward towards the camera, my upper body is ideally going to end up at 90 degrees this way. So once I've gone from toe-up step, I shift into a bow step, and then I make it a twisted bow step by twisting my upper body 90 degrees to my start position. So my shoulders are now straight heading this way. Okay. Toe-up step, back to our neutral. Sink down, step out. Trace the floor with the toes, place the heel down to toe-up step. To transfer to bow step, shift the weight, straighten the back leg until the knees come over the toes here. Vertical spine, relax the hips and pelvis down. To go to twisted bow step, we simply twist the upper body until we're at 90 degrees to our start position. Turn back, to shift back. Pull the toes up to toe-up step. And when you do this step, you're going to feel that you're trying to pull your toes up to touch your knee. So it has a stretching effect along the back of the calf, also along the bladder channel, the bladder meridian. Okay. So whenever you come back in an exercise to this position, as you will in Buffalo Plows the Land and Flower Displays Buddha, you're pulling these toes up, trying to touch them to the knee so that you're stretching the back of the leg. Okay. So Daoyin diagonal stepping used to get you into toe-up step, bow step and the twisted bow step. Okay.